This is Dan Gilman.
And I am Zach Gazarowski, and we are from Mygamer.com.
And this week we are playing Dead Effect, which is not at all to be confused with, Dead Rising, Dead Space.
Mass Effect.
No, none of that stuff. Let's go with medium difficulty. None of that. So, I should point out, I am not reviewing this game at all. We have someone else doing that. We are just doing this to stream. So, this is new experience.
Yeah, this is brand new. We're seeing this for the first time right here.
And this just came out.
This just came out, exactly.
It is Wednesday, September 7th, 2025. Day 178 from the beginning of the hibernation. Critical state of health detected. Ready station now active.
So yeah, this is like a small indie development studio made this game.
Yeah.
Maybe I should read. I got an email about it.
That didn't sound good. And there we go. Great, I have to buy stuff. That's always fun.
Get a weapon.
Yeah. So,
Okay, first person shooter game here. Left mouse to shoot.
interestingly enough, when you Alt-Tab, why is it space to use? No one fucking does space to use. We've kind of standardized the PC controls in the last decade.
Maybe you can change it in the settings?
Oh yeah, you can. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop complaining.
Well, you've been having a bad day.
Oh, yeah, I've been having a shit day. And we have someone in chat saying hello. Hey, how's it going? That is...
It's me.
No, that's Skarna Sage.
You're looking at the VARMS page. I'm looking at the MyGamer page. That's why.
He is saying hello.
How's it going?
It is going well for everyone except for you. Yeah, this weapon sucks.
It's kind of Doomish.
Yeah. I'm getting more of a Dead Space.
Yeah, Dead Space with a little bit of, like, and when I say Doom, I'm referring to, like, Doom 3.
Yeah, except not as good.
Well, let's see.
Well, I meant as Dead Space. Doom 3 kind of sucked.
Yeah, that was kind of the consensus.
What the fuck is the... Can I jump? I'm sure it would have told me by now. Apparently I'm being told that weapon does suck under all circumstances.
Okay. Is that Adam on the stream?
Yeah. That's our
right.
reviewer. He's here to
So
basically...
he's been playing it a little bit.
Yeah, he's kind of here to keep me in line. Make sure I'm not making any factual inaccuracies.
As we sometimes do.
Always. I will go ahead and just say I pretty much 90% of the shit I say on this stream I make up. The fuck? Okay. The fuck?
Fight for your life in this indie sci-fi first-person shooter game fit for both casual and hardcore gamers with a passion for hunting down hordes of zombies. Prepare yourselves for the incoming nightmare. The starship is traveling through space with a new, faster-than-light technology, heading towards its destination. The first planet in history of mankind to be colonized a few months later, an elite member of Unit 13 is disrupted by cryosleep, but the planet that you're supposed to land on is nowhere in sight, and something is wrong. What happened to all those people? Why are they so aggravated?
Yeah, this doesn't at all sound like Event Horizon.
So this is...
this doesn't sound exactly like Event Horizon in any way.
Epic single-player campaign with over 5 hours of gameplay and a story that will draw you in. 12 story campaign missions with gameplay that differs from the mobile version. Oh, I guess there's a mobile version. Survive and biohazard modes with many missions. A unique set of achievements. Special ability, you get bullet time, and another special ability, devastation, which is an area of effect.
They call those AoEs.
What's that?
They call those AoEs.
Ooh. For the cool kids. 14 unique upgradable weapons, many different types of enemies.
Do they all suck?
They don't say that in the description.
Hit 14 upgradable weapons, all terrible.
You probably got to up. That's probably why it sucks. Oh, look at this. More like this. People said you would probably like Doom 3 if you play this game. All right. It is a $7.99 game.
Well, yeah, because apparently it's mobile.
Oh, this game came out December 17th, 2014. So
it came out last month.
I thought it just came out like this week, but I guess
it shows how important we are.
Yeah, I thought I was misinformed.
Yeah. Yeah, I also have a flashlight, so it's not at all like Doom 3.
You don't have to switch between the two. Nice headshots.
Well, it's kind of the only way to fucking take them down.
Yeah.
They're bullet sponges if you don't. So, have you been watching Awesome Games Done Quick?
Not this year, but I have seen many of them in the past. And the problem is when I start watching that, I can't like not watch it, and it just consumes my life.
Hey, I don't want to spoil anything for you. You're not fucking missing anything.
What'd they play this year? Anything good?
Well, the problem is that they played a lot of like good shit, but
that's what it's Awesome Games Done Quick instead of Bad Games Done Quick.
Well, they used to have a bad game plot, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Except that it's like Awesome Games Done Quick, and now it's like also here are a couple games that we kind of like, but we're not great at doing super quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like...
So you're just kind of watching some dude struggle through it?
Yeah. So, Broforce, which we've done that on the stream, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we play, yeah.
So, I did a stream a while back of Broforce, and someone who has... who was watching that was like, yeah, dude, it kind of exactly looked like your playthrough of Broforce. It was like someone who was like, I've beaten this game like once or twice. I could totally do this.
I like watching those Awesome Games Done Quick because you just learn so much.
And that's the thing is like it's great when you have like one person who's great at the game, and then F-Zero and the Castlevania ones are good. But that's the thing though is those are kind of staples at this point.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, nowadays. Because, I mean, they've been rocking that for how many years?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, is, like, Awesome Games Done Quick has been, like, running now for... This is, like, its third or fourth year?
Yeah, right, yep.
And it's a little late this year, isn't it?
I know it's usually, like, wintertime.
Yeah, I thought it was a little earlier. A friend of mine normally has, like, he works during the holidays, so what he'll do is, like, have a get-together for all of his friends, and he'll be like, let's just celebrate, like, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all that shit all at once.
Yeah.
And, like, he normally plans, like, all these activities, and we normally just get drunk and watch Awesome Games Done Quick.
Yeah.
And like we were
Do you
trying
watch
to,
it live, or do you watch it later, like on YouTube?
we normally watch it live.
Okay.
And like we were upset this year because we were like, oh, it's not on, it's on next week, and
Oh.
and so we're like, oh well, that sucks, and now we're just like, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, you can watch. I just like watching the replays, because they post them on YouTube and stuff. I don't really watch it live.
Yeah,
Is it just awesomegamesdonequick.com or something?
it's gamesdonequick.com.
Gamesdonequick.com. Yeah, like I said, I find a game that I like. Like, a good example is Secret of Mana. I watched the Secret of Mana stream, I think it was last year's version on YouTube, and even though it's that's normally like a long ass game, but they blew through it in like an hour and a half or something like that. So it's still like an hour and a half stream that you're watching.
Yeah, and
but you learn so much. Like, I played the shit out of this game, and I didn't know half the things that they were talking
a quarter of
about.
that shit that they're talking about, and it's like, yeah, well, this weapon actually does more damage if your character's hit points end in 5, and it's a vague description that didn't make it over to the American version, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that stuff's just fascinating me, because here's a couple of dudes like I watched the Secret Amount of playthrough. They played it through with 3 players, the 3 characters.
Wait, that's the way
but
they
only with 2 controllers. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Really?
And they knew exactly where to go, what was going to happen. Like, these dudes have spent a lot of time just mastering this game. And I really like that game, and for me to go back and see it, played in a completely different way that I never played it before. It's eye-opening, and it's just a brand new way to play or see, have your new games or have these old games be presented in a new way. It's just, I love that shit.
No, and I 1,000% agree with you. The problem is that, like, this time it's like, so someone did a Zelda 2 glitch run is what they called it.
Yeah.
And they're like, it is going to take, like, they did a normal Zelda run directly before it, and then they were like, yeah, this one is going to take like 15 or 20 minutes or something tops.
Yeah.
And it's like the one before it was like 2 hours for a full playthrough.
Yeah.
And it was just like, they got like 12 minutes into it, and he got stuck in a wall, and he was just like, the run's over, like, in that tone, and just like started pouting. And it's like, it's because he was abusing glitches, and was just like,
and I'm sure the pressure, because he, hey, this is after what 3-4 years of hype building this up, a lot of people are watching these streams, and then
I understand that, but it's just like, he basically fucking threw a tantrum and was like, we're done here.
I mean, you could compose yourself a little bit better, sure.
Oh yeah, but that's like half the people doing it this year are just kind of like, yeah, these are friends of ours.
So they're not taking it as seriously.
No, well, I mean, like, that was like what always made it great the last couple of years, was it's like, it just felt like these are people that know this shit inside and out.
Yeah, and they're teaching you.
And it was like they would do blocks, so it would be like, this is the Mario block. This is, this is the F-Zero block. This is the Donkey Kong block. And, like, they did an F-Zero block, so they did the original F-Zero, and then they did, like, the F-Zero, like the
GameCube version, which is hard as shit.
Yeah, and they might have done the
GBAs?
No, I don't think they did the GBA, but,
or
like...
the N64?
Yeah, but, like, some of them were, like, super quick, like... But they were not doing as many as they used to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before it was like, we're gonna touch every single game in the series, and this time it's just like, meh. Like, this time it's Donkey Kong Country 2, period.
That was it?
Yeah.
You know what, maybe because they've been doing it now for a few years, they have to kind of switch it up a little bit, because they, instead of doing the typical, DK Country 1 and the Zeldas, they're just trying something new. I don't know.
Have I played Dust Forest on the stream?
Did we play Dust Force?
I don't think I have. I'll have to look. But
I can't remember now. Maybe.
so I'll really have to look. I picked up Dust Force. Like, I had played it before, but it was like I had played it at a friend's house. I picked it up because I watched them play it on that stream.
Yeah.
And I was literally like, holy shit. It's like fucking elegant the way they're playing it.
Yeah, I like it when they play games that I maybe just know about but never really played, or let alone finish. Like a good example is I watched awesome games done quick of Mighty Final Fight. Like, did anybody play Mighty Final Fight? No, because it came out at the end of the system. I knew it existed, but I never fucking played it, let alone beat it. But now that this guy knows it inside out, I can watch a turbo run through of this game, and I can get to experience these games that I missed, but still want to know.
How many fucking zombies are in this room?
There's a lot, and they
did they fucking decide to start breeding in here?
There's a lot. Is this level 2? Was that level 1 that you beat a while ago?
Yeah.
Was that? Okay. This game's rather bloody. Like visceral cleanup detail.
Yeah, that game was awesome.
This game and that game should merge.
They really should. You should be like the janitor that comes through afterwards. I actually heard a joke about that there were people were like, they should just attach that as DLC to fucking a first-person shooter,
right?
And be like,
clean up the mess.
And, yeah, it'd be like, and now clean up your mess. It's like, all right, yeah, that's kind of funny.
That's
I get
hilarious.
it. Oh, they're coming out of that fucking vent.
Is it like a spawn point? Can you blow it up or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta hit these guys. If you don't hit them in the head, they're not going down.
Yeah, you can, but can I close it? Is there? Nope. Nope. Fuck it. Just let's fucking get out of here. Because, fuck them.
Alright, so that's a health station.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get health anywhere else.
I think it's just health stations.
That's interesting. Well, I guess it's the same thing as picking up a health pack, but it's just, hey, you're in the future in a spaceship, so why not stand in this Enertron?
Yup.
For an indie game that's, $8, this is kind of like a detailed...
Yeah, this isn't bad for $8.
Right, and yeah, I'm sure just a small team,
yeah.
A few dudes made this. It's kind of impressive. Almost like this room, all the zombies are the same. You get a couple that are in a suit and stuff.
Yeah, it's a budget title, so fucking Doom 3 got away with that, and that game was fucking $50. This game is $8.
The best thing about Doom 3 is if you bought the limited edition or the special edition or whatever it was, you got Doom 1 and Doom 2 that were compatible with Xbox Live, so you can play the original games like Deathmatch.
I bought it on the PC because I'm an adult.
I got and then it came in a steel case or something.
Yeah.
But then they just released Doom and Doom 2 on XBLA for $5 a few years later.
Hey, I don't know what protagonist to put in here. I don't know, fucking zombies. Are we gonna explain them? We don't really need to.
No, we don't really need to. It's just a run and gun.
I don't know, fucking scientific mishap sounds good.
Now, are you getting money for each? No, you're not getting money for each guy. You gotta find stuff and then upgrade your weapons that way?
There's money scattered throughout the level. Don't need health. That's telling me.
Oh, you picked up an upgrade there. Was that?
No, I picked up. I don't know. Probably was.
I missed something. I just saw upgrade or something on the screen.
Oh, I probably picked up a gold bar or something. Walk through the hub tunnel. We're totally not Dead Space.
Or Doom.
They are not Nazi zombies.
That's a good point. These are just regular, slow Resident Evil style zombies. Not like Left 4 Dead fast zombies.
Yeah.
It's like Resident Evil zombies, but with Left 4 Dead's like quantity of zombies.
I enjoy that only headshots bring them down. I mean...
You know, everybody knows you gotta shoot the zombies in the head or set them on fire, and you don't have a flamethrower, so...
I mean, that's very Romero-esque. I'm a huge John Romero fan, so... George Romero, sorry. John Romero's the guy who made Doom.
Oh, right.
I mean, he's all right. Long hair and all. Well, now it's coming after me. Can't have the best of both worlds, can I?
Oh, okay, the stream is just catching up. Because you're playing and the stream is like a 10-second delay.
Yeah, it's a 20-second delay.
How do you gotta destroy the turret? Is there like a sprint or something?
Yes.
Sprint, and you kind of like you just like woke up from cryo sleep, so you don't have like superpowers or anything like that, right? You're just a regular dude.
I think it says like your special forces. Wow, that's like someone's terrible Arnold like impression.
It's like a really long grenade throw animation.
Yeah, I was actually. It's funny. I was thinking the same fucking thing. Is like, no, dude. Like, seriously, take your fucking.
He winds it up. At least he throws it with his right hand, not left-handed Master Chief style.
Master Chief can fucking throw a grenade.
Yeah, that's true.
Why is there a chainsaw in space?
Well,
no.
Sometimes you need to cut space material.
Uh-huh. Keep explaining
in a violent
this to me.
and accurate manner.
Violent and yet accurate?
Yeah, like chainsaws.
Yeah.
You know, well, at least he doesn't have like a knapsack on his head.
It's the dumbest fucking thing this game has done.
I think that's maybe why they did it. Well, he took him down easy. Did he just explode?
Probably. That would have required me to pay way more attention to this game than I am. The fuck? There's spitters now?
Oh, new type of enemy, huh?
They're like spoiling me.
Yeah. They're nailing you from deep with that blood spit stuff. Got a nice lock on.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Well, they need to have a ranged enemy now. You've just been fighting slow melee-based enemies. Now you got to introduce long range.
Yeah, because why the fuck not?
You got to make the game progressively harder. Game design
Do ya?
101.
Can't you just make it more fun?
It's just, I mean, for an indie game that's, you know, $7-8. I mean, it's obviously not gonna, you know, it's not this great memorable, you know, do something different FPS in the crowded FPS market.
It could be. You're not the boss of it.
But again, we're only on level 2.
Oh, done level 2. What are you gonna say now?
Well, that was what, 14 levels? 10 levels? Or did I say 12 story campaign missions.
Okay.
But you know what? I'd rather have a 4 to 6 hour awesome campaign than a really drawn out, watered down 12 to 15 hour campaign.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have a nice experience for 4 to 6 hours, really fun, really fine-tuned, than, just dragging it out just because adding more useless, repeated content or something, backtracking. That's like the one thing that I've, came to like about the annual Call of Duty games is they don't really give a shit about their campaigns anymore. So they just make their campaigns like 3, 4, 5 hours. You just blow through them because nobody really plays that. People just play it for the multiplayer. So you can smoke the campaign in a day, basically. You feel like you're getting something done.
I don't know what the fuck is happening. Oh, I need the anti-serum immediately. Someone put a fisheye lens on this camera!
Yeah, what did you get poked with? What's going on here?
I got zombieismed. Because I've been exposed to too much of their blood or some bullshit excuse I could...
Is that what it said?
No, I'm fucking making shit up!
Oh, I thought I missed something. Why is it in, super slow-mo now? Or is that just how it is?
I think that's
That's just how the zombies move? Oh, see, now you're alright.
Yeah, because I died.
Oh, it went back again. It's not like, Bikini Samurai, where you gotta get the blood on your skin.
Onishaba?
Oh, yes.
I love that game.
Yeah.
I didn't like the fact that it was like a fucking full price retail game.
Yeah.
Like, those were actually decent games. They were like, in Japan they were called Simple 2000. And the reason they're called Simple 2000 is there's a series of games called the Simple 2000 series, and they're called that because they're 2,000 yen or $20. And they release them, and there's like a new one a fucking month. And it's like, one of them, I had a friend that used to import them all the time. One of them was literally called Zombie vs. Ambulance.
For $20.
Yeah, fucking Earth Defense Force was originally one of them.
Yeah. Isn't that still a budget? I mean, it's not a $60, it might be like a $40.
They tried to release, when that first fucking game tried releasing it at $60.
Oh. But there was like I think there was one last year, at the beginning of last year or something,
There's one almost every year. It's one of their top sellers.
Yeah.
And the problem is that it's just like, they keep trying to release it in America, it's $40, and people are like, yeah, you're stretching it at maybe 30.
Yeah, it's the same damn game.
Like, these are fucking expansion packs. I like those games, but, like, they are long fucking games. I think the first one has something ridiculous, like 60 missions.
What?
It has a ridiculous amount of content.
I heard that they were actually, like, not that bad. Like, they're...
No, they're not bad, and they're super, like, every single one of them is super fucking long.
Yeah, and I heard like I think the latest one was fun, but it was kind of buggy or something when you got, like you were trying to play it online or something like that.
Yeah, they're all fucking buggy as shit.
But yeah, you're right.
Well, because they were designed as budget titles. Why would you give more than 2 shits at any given time?
Yeah.
Like, sir, this is kind of buggy. Yeah, I'm trying to make the game actually work, so I'm all out of fucks to give about, the online play. Does it work? Kinda. Okay. You literally just said it works to me.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
If it kind of works, you can release it. Well, even that doesn't mean anything nowadays. Feel free to release a broken game and just fix it later with the patch.
Dude, don't fucking get me started. Who are you typing to?
Stan.
Oh, fuck him. Fuck that guy.
You're just having a great day today.
Yeah.
All the families in town?
No.
Maybe
no.
we shouldn't talk about this on the stream.
Nope.
They might be listening. It's at
Yup.
some point. Huh?
Yup.
You haven't been a good time to throw a grenade over there.
Yeah. Be probably a good time for a lot of stuff that I'm not gonna do.
There's a lot of slow-moving guys here.
You know what I just realized? You can continue for cash, which I think literally means that this used to be a... Well, you don't have $2,000, so how about you just give us $3?
Ooh, microtransaction?
Probably on the phone, yeah.
Yeah.
That would kind of...
That makes sense. I wonder how the hell you play this on a phone. Like a virtual... Like, and I hate virtual...
Or it's just a rail shooter.
Or it could be a rail shooter, you know. Like those Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles games.
Those aren't bad.
Those are pretty... Yeah, I played... I beat the first one, got halfway through the second one. I got a machine gun now.
Oh, I've had the machine.
While you're shooting it,
I try
not cherry
not.
picking one bullet at a time.
Yeah,
headshots.
I try not to. Just because it, like, fucking wastes ammo, but...
You have a melee weapon?
Yeah, it was, like, the fucking first weapon I got.
Yeah, before we started streaming, I was telling you, I started to get lost playing this archive.org, playing these old DOS games in your browser. Man, and I just got, I just got a little, like, not even halfway down, like, the front page. I'm like, oh my god, I want to play all these games right now.
I am never going to stop playing any of these games.
Like, I played Scorched Earth, man. I used to play that game all the time. And just to, like, this is the first time I'm seeing it since, like, the early 90s. I'm like, oh, that's what this game looked like. And to go back and see these games. It's crazy.
I better go back in case there are zombies coming out from behind me. Ah, there are zombies behind me! I hate it when I predict a jump scare, and then then the jump scare instantly happens, and I'm like, why am I still terrified?
You know it's coming, but...
Not only that, I was prepping myself for it, and I'm still like, terror! Human emotion, I don't know how to handle this!
This is kind of a big spaceship, if you're gonna be,
yeah, which is...
this whole game.
Well, and the thing is that, like, is kind of funny if you want to nitpick every fucking space thing.
Yeah.
Spaceships aren't going to be big.
No.
They're not going to have long corridors like this. They're going to be compact, and,
Very much so.
and they're going to be, like, there's not going to be, like, oh, well, here's just a fucking open duct. It's like, no, every fucking inch is going to be used for something.
Yeah, it's very Doom, Aliens-ish, you know. I mean, they got the sci-fi space, the stereotypical space theme right. It's expected.
Yeah, like a space station, maybe, because, like,
Yeah.
that's the shit where you're supposed to dock and relax, and...
Refuel.
Oh, this appears to be a tablet-only game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I could totally see.
Yeah, I mean, you would want to play this on a little bigger screen anyway.
Or
I just hate the damn virtual thumbsticks.
yeah, they're not awesome.
They are not awesome in any way, shape, or form. Is there any multiplayer to this, or is this just? I think it's just a single-player campaign, right?
There is multiplayer actually.
Oh. Did I read that as one of my bullet points?
No, I wasn't fucking listening to you.
I don't see.
That's normally the part of the stream that I just tune you out.
Yeah, I don't see. Well, you know what? It just says single player.
I think it said it on the screen.
Single player, yeah, Steam achievements. You got leaderboards, but not actual, like, death match or anything. I mean, so it's kind of level 3, and we're still kind of just doing the same thing, just shooting the same zombies, slow-moving zombies with the same gun, and then they get close and they kind of sprint at you a little bit, lunge, right?
It was weird that they introduced 2 new zombies. Oh, apparently there is not multiplayer.
Yeah, I think it's just
It's weird
single
that
player.
they introduced... You can only use a fucking health station once? Fuck you. It's weird that they introduced 2 new zombies at once. That was an odd choice.
Yeah, we don't really see a spitter guy in a while.
Or like a fat chainsaw guy.
Well, I think that was more like the level ending boss kind of a thing. So we might not see him again for a while. Because, there's probably only one chainsaw in space.
Yeah. You don't really cut many, space trees.
Right. Couldn't it have been like a plasma cutter instead of an actual
Yeah,
chainsaw?
that's what I was thinking. Is like, and also...
Let's fit the space theme here.
No, man, they need a fucking chainsaw. Doesn't that imply a constant reliance on fossil fuels? Shut that man up!
Is that run on gas, or is that maybe like an electric chainsaw?
Yeah. Electric chainsaw would be great, because there'd be like a cord behind him.
He's got to be tethered to the wall 20 feet. It's like a dog on a leash. Don't go that close to him.
Yep. Ah, what the fuck?
Oh, we got a cutscene here, huh?
This is like...
Okay, so this is we got a boss battle.
Yeah, and it's...
Whoa.
It's great, because it's like, oh, you fucked up. Okay, well, here's this, something that was probably interesting and fucking riveting on it. Where the fuck did he go?
Yeah, you probably use swipe motions to stay alive.
You had
and now
to have used
they just ported it to...
Where the fuck
You know what, for a tablet game, it's kind of...
This would have been really cool for a tablet game, probably.
Right, and then when they port it, on a PC where expectations are higher... Where did he go?
Oh, he killed him. Well, yeah, he kind of fucking wanders around.
There he goes.
What is your question, Sween?
Analysis of your state of health. Blood pressure.
Enter the detox chamber.
Yeah, so I can get whatever that
Yeah.
slow motion virus that I
Yeah,
had.
this get rid of your fisheye lens.
Yeah, hopefully.
I need to cure my fisheye.
Yeah, I mean, I could rate the specs of your new PC if you wanted me to. That's entirely something within my power to do, I guess.
Oh yeah, we were going to give a copy of this game away, weren't we?
I'm thinking about the end of the weekend or so.
Yeah, so I got a few people watching the stream here on the Mygamer channel, and you got a few on the Varms channel too. So if anybody's listening, we're going to be giving away a copy of this game. We're going to do it on the forums.
On the forums.
Yeah, so if you go to mygamer.com, click on forums, just sign up. Obviously, it's free. We added a bunch of cool new features to the forums.
Yep,
We'll give it away in the contest section, I think we
Yep.
called it.
And the all you have to do is the simple question is, what should we stream next?
Yeah, give us some suggestions, and we'll just pull a winner at random sometime over the weekend.
Yeah. 8
Free
core,
Steam game. You can't beat that.
RAM, dual terabyte hard drives. It's not terrible. I'm not a huge fan of AMD processors, but I mean it looks like it's a decent mid-range tower. I would probably say that the first upgrade that you would want to look into getting would be a solid state drive for it. Solid state drives are the least expensive, most impressive single upgrade that you can do to a gaming tower. So yeah.
They usually cost a little bit more.
They do cost more, and they are smaller, but it's...
So way faster.
Yeah, they're incredibly faster. Yeah, an SSD, it is the... an SSD is the single most impressive upgrade you can make. I have upgraded processors, I've upgraded my RAM, I've upgraded my video cards. The one thing that made the most difference the quickest, even back in the day when I doubled my processing speed. I mean, this is way fucking back in the day. We're talking megahertz here. It is still the SSD.
Didn't we get a couple of SSD? We reviewed some from Kingston too, no?
Yeah. I actually still use them because they're that good.
Yeah.
They're a brand name, but the one thing I like about Kingston is they're damn near impossible to kill.
Yeah, I've never had anything Kingston fail.
Yeah, that's.
I've had SD cards, flash drives. We got the Kingston headset that you were using.
That I'm using right now.
Oh, you're using the one right now.
All right. Yeah. It's comfortable. Kingston shit's built to last. But, I mean, for SSDs, I would do a little research. Tiger Direct or Newegg, you can normally get a relatively decent one. Try and stick with name brand for them.
Yeah.
Don't go for
Yeah, it's worth it to spend a few bucks more to get something.
Yeah, and don't go for like Tamagotchi with like a Q kind of brand SSD sort of thing, because it's like $80 for 250 gigs. Yeah, Seagates are decent.
Yeah, I've had Seagate stuff.
Yeah.
For me in the past.
It's a good starter SSD. I would say you're probably going to want to grab a 250 gig drive just because that's big enough for Windows and a couple of games and some room to play around on. I actually bought with my own money a 120 gig drive a while ago, and it while it is super fast, It was just always filling up. Like, you can only have, like, 2 games in Windows on it. And aside from that, I was just constantly, like, managing what I had on that drive.
Yeah, it's worth it to get a bigger unit with anything, even like memory cards, SD cards, and things like that. I mean, if you're not going to fill up the space right away, chances are you're eventually going to fill it up.
Yeah,
you'll use it if you got it.
And I think the 500s have come down in price a bit from what they were just like a couple years ago. Like. Yeah. Installs for stuff is massive, but and like Windows is, I mean, just your operating system is going to be about 60 gigs. So on a 120 gig hard drive, you're talking half of the size right there, and then you're going to want to leave some room just to basically use it. And you have to remember that all hard drives only have a limited amount of read-write space on, or amount of times you can read-write on them. Yeah. And SSDs are rated on that, so you do want to check that out. Also, normally if you stay with Kingston or Seagate, like we've said, Western Digital, name brand stuff, you're not going to really run into like low numbers. But like, if you run into other ones, I mean, I've had friends tell me that they've had an SSD fail in 6 months because of read-write. And, it was standard SSD fast, but you don't want to be spending another $150 in 6 months.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. And you're going to be running your main operating system on it, so it's going to be something that's going to be read
used a lot.
Yeah. So that is something to consider as well. For the most part, your RAM's fine. Nothing really requires more than 8 gigs of RAM. Try to always install your RAM in pairs.
Yeah.
So, which sounds ridiculous, but like, if you're buying RAM, buy 2 sticks of RAM. Basically, just so when you install it, they just, for some reason, RAM. There's a reason someone explained to me. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah,
I am using mouse and keyboard right now. I'm actually using a mechanical keyboard that a friend spilled a bunch of beer in.
Of course. I mean, if you're gonna spill one liquid.
Well, yes, it's probably gonna end up being beer.
Like, I would actually be surprised if it was like, oh, my friend spilled apple juice in my keyboard.
Yeah, I would too, actually.
I'd
be like, where the fuck did we get apple juice?
It's like, where are you playing games at?
Why is there a child in my house? Because apparently there's also apple juice here.
In a sippy cup.
Yeah. Also, how did this sippy cup break open? Is this child okay? Do I need to worry about it? I'm not supposed to be trusted around children. My wife said so.
Oh, I mean, she's not wrong.
I wouldn't trust me around kids.
So this is level 4, and we're still doing the same stuff, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like, for a small indie team, I get it. For a mobile game, I get it.
You know what gets you out of babysitting forever? By the way, speaking of small children.
What's that?
So when they're babies, don't hold them. But when someone goes to hand them to you, you go, I can't do that. And they go, why? And you go, because if I drop the baby, I'm always going to be known as the guy who dropped the baby.
You don't want to be known
and like, I'm going to walk in
baby dropper.
Yeah, I don't want to be known as the baby dropper. I would like to get to know the kid. I'll like hang out with the kid when he's older, but like, I don't want to be known as the baby dropper. I don't want to drop a baby.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. And I'm sure I'm not going to drop your baby. I'm just saying I don't want that pushed upon me, which you're trying to do right now.
Yeah.
And you never get asked to babysit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, as crazy as it sounds, it's a valid concern.
I just usually say I don't want to break it.
I don't want to drop it.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
Close.
I've actually, a very good friend of mine has told me that I'm a horrible person for...
Just in general.
Well, yeah.
You don't even have to finish the end of that sentence.
I don't. What the fuck am I even supposed to be doing here?
Is there nav points?
I don't know what is going
I
on.
don't see any. Oh. Whoa. This hacking game? What was that?
I don't know. It was awful.
I actually
New name, Dan Baby Dropper. Fuck you, Starna.
I posted that in the forums. As like, does anybody really like the hacking mini games in any game
Ever.
And I then made the point. Well, I prefer a hacking game versus blowing into my DS anytime, any day of the week. Like, we need to stop doing that.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, so...
I have no idea what the hell you just did to open that.
And I failed it, too, apparently. And the funny thing is that, like, the hacking minigames sometimes would have been perfectly good games on their own if they had been the games on their own. Like, what was it, like, Pipe Panic or whatever it is? Where, it was basically the BioShock game.
I didn't mind the hacking in Fallout 3 because it's such a big part of the game. Like, if you upgrade your hacking skills, you can get more cool shit out of chests, So it's like they implemented it strongly into the game. And then the latest Deus Ex did kind of the same thing. So those are like two games that handled it okay.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I know like the Splinter Cell games did it, and it always sucked. It's just every game has to have a hacking minigame or a lock-picking minigame, and
It feels like it, doesn't it?
do we really need to do that?
We do not.
I mean, if it's a specific stat that you have to get up, like in Fallout 3, I can get it. I understand it, but we don't need to do that anymore. And I don't want to blow into my DS anymore to make
I haven't
clouds
blown
appear
into my
or something.
DS in years.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Find the last code string. Well, fuck you, dude. I think we've been going for long enough. I'm kind of annoyed at this game.
Right. It's like I said, it's probably good, acceptable for a tablet game. It's pretty impressive graphically. Even though you're a spaceship and no spaceship is going to be huge like this, but you got to respect the effort. But it's still, a forgettable shooter. There's nothing special about it. You're better off, playing the other millions of first-person shooters that are on the market.
Yeah, but if this is something that you're... Yeah. If it's something that you're, you look at and you're like,
Well, it's like I said, for, was it $7, $8?
Yeah. If this is...
You can support a worthy cause, supporting an indie developer. There's a lot worse games out there.
There most certainly is. And if this
sure.
if you can't get enough of space zombies with chainsaws...
Yeah, if you played enough of Doom, you want like a new Doom, this is probably it right here.
Yeah,
Dead Space.
if you want, shut up, I don't need to explain myself to you, the game, this is totally for you.
Right. This is just, have fun shooting slow-moving zombies over and over again in dark corridors.
Yeah, that I have a flashlight for, but, I'm just not going to do it.
So I'm Zach Azarowski. You can check us out on mygamer.com. The stream will be posted there for on-demand viewing later. You can also follow me on Twitter at ZachGaz, ZACKGAZ, and I also have my personal blog at squallsnake.com.
I am Dan Gilman. You can follow me on Twitter at Gilman. You can also find me on Mygamer. I am the PC editor there. I will be posting this right around the time that the review goes up, just so we have them together.
Yeah, we can embed them both.
Yeah. And you can find me also on my personal website, and that is farms.net. I do several streams a week. Feel free to check me out on those. And we do this every week. This week we got a late start for various reasons, but feel free to check us out most weeks. We start at 8 on Wednesdays.
Yep.
All right.
And if there's anything you want to see us stream, let us know. Talk in the forums, and we're going to be giving this game away in the forums this weekend. So yeah, just check out the forums. First person to basically enter the code. I'm sure we'll do one of those kind of things. We'll get a free game.
There you go. All right. Later, y'all.
Game on.